welcome to another edition of Easy Eats for Everyone. Today we're going to be working on our famous 2-ingredient dough, this time making it into delicious rolls. Before you get started, please remember to wash your hands for at least 20 seconds, pull your hair up, and if you can't social distance, wear a mask. We'll see you in a moment. So you might have received one of two kits. One would be your prep to prepare, which means you have the dough mixed before it comes to your home. This is going to be what we're working with today. If you got our from scratch kit, you received 1 cup of self-rising flour, 3/4 cup of 0% fat, plain Greek yogurt, and 1/4 teaspoon of garlic. Both kits will also include what we call an egg wash, and we'll be talking about that in just a moment. If you have the from scratch kit and you don't remember how to make this dough, please take a moment to pause this video and go find the 2-ingredient dough video right here on our Easy Eats YouTube. Before you get started, please make sure that you preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Of course, remembering to make sure that there's nothing inside the oven. You will also need a baking sheet and either cooking spray or parchment paper and a knife. Lastly, make sure you have your oven mitts or hot pads. We don't want anyone burning themselves putting anything in or out of the oven. The 2-ingredient roll is super simple. You have your dough. I'm using gloves here. And all you're going to do is roll it into approximately an 8-inch block. Rolling it is pretty easy. Just make sure you have a clean, sanitized surface. And if you need a little extra flour, safely using a knife or asking for help before doing so, you're going to cut the log into 8 equal parts. If one piece is a little bit smaller than another, you can just tear a little bit off, and that way everything will be even. You're going to simply roll the ball with a piece of dough and place it on your parchment paper. We're going to do this for all 8 pieces. You can use these rolls to cut in half and have them as sliders. You can use them as rolls for a side dish with dinner or lunch. You can make little turkey sandwiches out of them, or you can even top them with some butter and garlic, a little bit of parsley, and make delicious homemade garlic knots. The possibilities are really endless with this. You want to separate them to approximately an inch in between. We can even separate these a little bit more. To make more rolls, you would just double this recipe, and it is so easy to do. And we have our 8 rolls here. The egg wash you're going to get is just whisked egg and a tiny bit of water. Using your fingers, or we're going to be using something called a pastry brush. You're going to brush the top of each roll with a little bit of egg. You can skip this step, but this will make our rolls have a little bit of a nice golden brown sheen to it. If you were doing the garlic knots, instead of using the egg wash, you would use melted butter and garlic. And again, you could use a little bit of parsley for decoration. Because our 2-ingredient dough already has that garlic mix into it, you're going to notice a nice fragrant garlic smell as these cook. And they're really this easy to make. We are not rushing or doing anything goofy. That's all it took. Under 3 minutes, and we're ready to pop in the oven. Before you place anything in the oven, again, oven mitt, make sure there's no one around you. Open up the oven all the way, and you're going to place this in a center rack in the middle of the oven. Close the door. We'll see you in 25 minutes. So it's been 25 minutes. We're going to pull our rolls right out of the oven. Oven mitt's on. Open your door. Don't forget you're going to turn off the stove. Make sure to close the stove, and we're going to put this on a safe surface. We don't want this to be anything that could melt or we could burn. Look how easy this is. Perfectly sized, perfectly portioned, protein-packed 2-ingredient dough rolls. They're delicious, they're hot, healthier for you than if you store-bought. You know exactly what's in it, and again, they are protein-packed. Lastly, your alternatives, if you're gluten-free, you can do gluten-free self-rising flour. You You could also use, if you have a dairy allergy, you can use dairy-free 0% fat plain Greek yogurt. Thank you again for seeing us here at Easy Eats for Everyone. Remember, with Easy Eats, we want cooking to be fun and easy for everyone.